The series that you love has finally made its triumphant return as I, Clabel, and Dave Wilson welcome you to Fuji Speedway for the Fiji Water Grand Prix. We have a lot to get into for today's race, but before we do that, Dave Wilson, how excited are you to see ShitCup's triumphant return?
Excited is an understatement, Clabel. It feels great to be back here at the track, especially here in the great nation of Japan. I think the fans and drivers are in for a great race tonight.
Well, Mr. Wilson, before we get into today's race, it is important that we take the time to salute the following drivers who elected to retire from ShitCup during our extended break. Firstly, there is AIDS-Man Martin, the Season 3 Shithouse and inaugural Christmas special winner who has elected to pursue greater pastures supporting his lover, Christopher Bell. Premarital hand-holding enjoyer Bart Simpson, the Season 2 Pikes Peak Dirt Race winner, has elected to return to the home of his hit television show, The Simpsons, in order to suck more money out of Fox. And lastly, the rookie Bruno Battaglia has hung up his helmet and is eyeing a return back to the Los Angeles Riot in hopes for a potential third game in the beloved Blitz the League series. And with these openings, it is with great honor that we mention the 4 new additions to the full-time ShitCup lineup. Los Polos Hermanos owner and operator Gustavo Fring for Order 66 Racing. Pennzoil enjoyer Stephen Clift for Denmark Latifi Enterprises, terrorist Devlin Tavarius for DJ Khaled Racing Academy, and lastly, the return of the one and the only Bender M for Low Tier Motorsports. Now, before we can get into today's Fiji Water Grand Prix, let's run you through the field, brought to you by the Agent Ada Bagel Foundation. On the front row, it's the one and only Saul Goodman with Better Call Saul in the tool colors of Ezra Bass. Then you got Knob Shifter next to the one and only David Deeg. And then Drew P. Wiener next to the felon, Chuck Sneed. Then in your next row, it's Dabba Jingles next to my commentator here today, Dave Wilson. And then you got Joey Strakowski and then Biggest Dickus in the following row.
In row 6, we have got Shea Mendez sitting right next to Kumaru Yukihara. In the next row, we got Justin Perez and Ramilia Griffin. In the next row, we got Colton Thompson sitting next to Jonathan Denmark. Right after behind them is Big Man in the awful Swifty colors and Jackin' Off. And behind them, Raph Fazlin and Masturbation.
Then in your following rows, it's the one and only AJ Walker next to that conspirator, Rafa Hen. Can't believe he's still here. Then you got Piper Gernhardt next to my boy, Anthony Tony Steve III. Then you got Vic Muzzin next to the Shitona 500 champion Young Simba. Then you got Reki Spinhouse Jr. next to Xander Jeffrey. And then my favorite and your current ShitCup points leader, Noah Patnod, next to Win Nergenton.
And for the final 3 rows and the new guys, we got Gustavo Fring in the Los Polos Hermanos Toyota Camry. And right beside him is Stephen Clift. Behind them, Devlin Tavarius and the returning veteran, Bender M. And in the final row, who is the 2013 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion, is Mike Coxlong, right next to Loser Duck the 10th.
Now, to give us the most famous words in ShitCup and bring us back into the fold, it's the one, it's the only, it's Dave Wilson!
How's it going, ShitCup fans? You glad to be back? ShitCup drivers, start your engines!
Thank you for that amazing command, Dave Wilson. We are so glad to be back. We're so back here in the NR2003 ShitCup Series. And look at this. The ShitCup shit truck is already ready to go. Ezra Bass is absolutely shitting the bed before we even hit the checkered flag. The ShitCup shit truck is off and away as we make sure to tell you to like the video or die, as we're about to come off the final turn and about to go green flag racing here at Fuji Speedway. Dave Wilson, are you excited for this return to ShitCup action?
Oh, I am excited as all fucking hell tonight.
Oh my goodness gracious. As we go down the long-ass front straightaway, Saul Goodman and Ezra Bass are going to lead us to the green flag. Goodman, Bass, what's going to happen here as the ShitCup Series is finally back? Solid start for Bass. Goodman gets a nice run going into turn 1, though. They head into the turn, nearly 3 wide. Now 4 wide abreast. There's Drippy Wiener. Oh, contact!
Oh,
no, it's shoved!
Oh my goodness, we're wrecking already in the first corner.
Big. Simba involved as well.
Swifty Nation is intensifying as Big Man is involved in this crash.
And now Ezra Bass moves back into the top spot here, as now Goodman moves into second, Wilson into third. Wilson misses the turn, and now Sneed into fourth. What the hell happened? We got to go back. Who the hell? A bunch of cars involved. Look at the damage to Jonathan Denmark. Masturbation, and oh, Kumaru Yukihara is not having a good time here.
Spinning again.
What is he doing
here?
Can he get it back going?
Kumaru lost control. He's just spinning around. He's losing talent with each second.
And he's just booping up and down as Ezra Bass is going to lead lap 1 here for ShitCup's return. Saul Goodman into that second spot. Saw some dust back there as Kumaru Yukihara, he's still bobbing and weaving. And there's jacking off next to Knob Shifter. And this is what Ezra Bass needed. He needs this clean air in front of him. But Goodman not letting him get away as Kumaru Yukihara just still sitting there.
But it looks like Yukihara has finally got the car moving and is actually might be in contention now. Never mind, I was smoking crack.
No, they're still smoking crack. They're kind of going through an LSD meltdown right now. And are they going to stop? No, I think we don't even need to worry about that person anymore. As now Ezra Bass still maintains the lead. Goodman trying to close in here, though.
Yeah, he is, and, well, the 20 car, he's right behind there as well. He has a fantastic shot at winning this race.
Yeah, I wonder why you're saying that, Dave Wilson. I really wonder why you are making that point. As Goodman closing in the gap. Goodman, he's had a really good season so far. Trying to get even better results, though, for the rookie Saul Goodman, 25th in the standings coming in. But Ezra Bass desperately trying to get his first career win in the series. He's been the veteran in this series so far, and it would be an amazing accomplishment, as I'm fucking it, to get his first win here today as Goodman closes in the gap going into turn 1 here.
Ooh, and same as the 20 car. He is really closing in. Same as the 66 and the 99. The top 5 are all within, like a second and a half of each other.
Goodman up the taint of Ezra Bass as they go into this other turn. I don't know what turn number it is, but here comes Wilson trying to get to the inside of Goodman.
Here comes the 20.
They take another left-hand turn here. Goodman closing in the gap on Bass. Nearly side by
side. Nearly.
Now, Dave Wilson, I got to ask you, can Dave Wilson get another win here in ShitCup today? Is it possible?
It is very much possible. You know, he's won a race in every season so far. He had a pretty shit year last year, finishing 27th in points with only 1 win, a top 5 and 2 top 10s, and I think had like 5 DNFs. It was a pretty bad year for the 20 last year.
Yeah, he sucks dick, but you know who doesn't suck dick right now? Ezra Bass. He's currently your leader here in the Fiji Water Grand Prix, but guess what? Saul Goodman is not going to let him get away as we got classic road course racing here. So we're going to go through the field just a little bit. In 4th place, it's Joey Strakowski with Chuck Sneed behind him. Then you got Colton Thompson in those brand new FedEx colors. Then you got Xander Jeffrey. Xander Jeffrey, where the fuck did he come from? Because he started all the way back in 28th. Xander Jeffrey already inside the top 10. And look at David Deegs, piece of shit Monster Energy car. He's got a bunch of damage on it. And then there's the one and only Anthony Tony Steve III, as it looks like we got a battle here between Chuck Sneed and Joey Strakowski, as we're going to keep looking back here. And here is Bender M making his first full-time start here today. He ran last week in the Shithouse 500 in his only part-time start, but he was promoted up. Wilson, how does it feel to have Bender M back into the fold?
It feels great having him back in the field. You know, he was fun to race against back in Season 1, which was a fantastic season. But I'm feeling glad he's back in the series.
As now Ezra Bass goes down the front straightaway again here. As now Goodman closes in the gap here. As we're on lap 5 of 15, 11 laps to go here. As Goodman sends it into Bass!
Contact! He tried
Little
to
bit
bump
of contact! And he is going to bump and run him!
Side.
Oh, they're having sex here! But Bass moves back into the top spot.
I thought he was going to move Bass out of the way there for a second.
Well, he wants to get his first win, but so does Bass. Bass closes the door. Now Goodman closes in once again.
We have got ourselves a battle for the lead, folks. We got 3 cars all within a dick length of each other.
Now, whose dick? I'm not even going to finish that. As Chuck Sneed in 5th. Little bit of a battle here between Jeffrey and Thompson. Jeffrey trying to get another spot. Jeffrey closing in on a top 5 run here today as he's going to clear Colton Thompson. As we're going to continue to go back. There's David Jinglesnatch had their first start of the season last week. Oh, so someone in the grass. That is Colton Thompson.
Colton Thompson.
Problems for Colton Thompson.
I wanted to speak on Xander Jeffrey purely because the amazing seasons he's had. Coming into this race, he was 4th in points. Only had 1 DNF and an average finish of 11.3. Pretty underrated season that he's having this year.
And if he has another good run here today, hell, you never know. He might be our new ShitCup points leader, and what a run it would be for the fellow Aussie here. As Ezra Bass maintains the lead. As Bass now has to worry about Dave Wilson. And he mentioned it was a dick length between these guys, but now it's more like a shroom length. As now Wilson trying to close in, trying to get a little bit of a crossover here, but here comes Joey Strakowski.
Strakowski's also having a decent season this year, I must say. He is 19th in points with 1 pole and a top 10, but that's still pretty good compared to some other drivers in this league.
Exactly, like this guy right here, Dave Wilson, who can't even make a pass on this Saul Goodman guy. Hell, he's a lawyer. What the hell is he doing? As Ezra Bass maintains the lead here in the Fiji Water Grand Prix. We're going to be right back with a commercial break here on the Clabel YouTube channel. You ain't going to miss a thing.
Fuck you, Baltimore! If you're dull enough to buy a new game this weekend, you're a big enough fuck to come to Motorsport Games. Bad deal. Games that breakdown. B. If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Motorsport Games, you can kiss my ass. It's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker. You'll fall for this bullshit. Guaranteed. If you find a better deal, shove it up your ugly ass. You heard us right. Shove it up your ugly ass. Bring your intercolor. Bring your NASCAR. Bring your wife. We'll fuck her. That's right. We'll fuck your wife. Because at Motorsport Games, you're fucked 6 ways from Sunday. Take a hike to Motorsport Games. Home of Challenge Pissing. That's right, Challenge Pissing. How does it work? If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet, you get a $10 NASCAR Heat Holiday. Don't wait, don't delay, don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off. Only at Motorsport Games, the only company that tells you to fuck off. Hurry up, asshole. This event ends the minute after you write a tweet. And it better not ratio so you're a dead motherfucker. Go to hell. Motorsport Games, Russia's filthiest and exclusive home of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Florida. Guaranteed.
This sounds like the introductory portion of.
Cum? What is that?
What are you talking about?
What the fuck are you drinking?
Holy shit, it's Ludwig! Hey, what's going on, man?
Dude, is that cum on your mouth?
What the fuck? What are you talking about? We're not making the drink. It doesn't even look like cum. It doesn't make any sense.
Put that up to the camera. What the fuck is that?
What's wrong with this?
It literally looks like cum.
It's not supposed to be cum.
Cum-esque.
That is right, boys. My all-new Gamer Subs flavor, Titty Milk, is finally here. And it is dropping on the 28th. This is it. This is all I've ever wanted, and it's finally fucking here. It doesn't look remotely like cum, like semen or anything. Titty Milk is the ultimate energy drink on the market. It's a great tasting twist on blue raspberry that'll leave you feeling alert and refreshed all day long. Because that's what Gamer Subs is all about. 0 calories, 0 sugar, no headaches, no blood sugar spikes, and most importantly, no crash. Titty Milk is engineered to keep you going without making you feel like shit, unlike every other energy drink. And let's be real, we've had enough big crashes in our lifetime. I bought Gamer Subs back in May because I knew it was special, because I knew it had potential, because I knew we could make a drink look like cum and get away with it. It's chock full of organic caffeine, vitamins, minerals, and electrolytes. It's a fraction of the cost of other energy drinks, and it tastes better than literally all of them.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Fiji Water Grand Prix live on the Clabel YouTube channel. Ezra Bass maintaining his ass-kicking of the field here, but Dave Wilson is closing in the gap here with less than 7 laps to go. There's Jeffrey, though, and we mentioned him earlier. Started in the back. Maybe he can get another ShitCup win here today, but Wilson's closing in. Wilson, do you think Wilson has a chance to win this race, Wilson?
I think Wilson has a chance to win this race. He's a fantastic road course racer. He won his first win. His only win last season at a road course at Watkins Glen, so he has some road course experience in the field.
Well, Wilson, it would not be a shocker if Wilson got his first win here today, or his first win of the season here, Wilson. So, Wilson, we're going to have to see if Wilson can hang on here, Wilson, as we're going to go back to Bass here, as Bass is going to come around to take 6 laps to go here at the Fiji Water Grand Prix. It looks like today's biggest loser is Kumaru Yukihara. He has not been having a good day. He got stuck in the grass. He is definitely shitting himself, not bringing a good name here to Discord here today. You can tell he is definitely shitting himself in the YouTube chat during today's premiere. And Ramilia Griffin not having a good run as well. And there's jacking off those Roblox colors. Sniff Pestrel there. And there's Loser Duck the 10th. We're going to go over our part-time drivers here real quick. Loser Duck the 10th not doing so well towards the rear end of the field. And it looks like he's got some damage as Denmark is going to get right by him. But the other driver in his first start, in his first part-time start here, is Mike Coxlong. Mike Coxlong nearly in the top 10. I think he might be in the top 10. He's right up there. He just got by David Deeg. And what a run, or what a story it would be if Mike Coxlong can pull some shit and maybe get his first win. Maybe he can get up to the front here. As like you said, the field is all within a dick length of one another. As now Bass is coming around to take 5 laps to go. He's pulling ahead of Dave Wilson. Jeffrey closing in to Wilson. And Wilson, I got to ask you this question. Do you think Wilson can get the win, Wilson? Or is it going to be Jeffrey,
if he catches
Wilson?
up to Bass?
Yeah, it gets up to Bass. And do you think Jeffrey passes Wilson, or do you think Wilson holds off Jeffrey, Wilson?
Well, Jeffrey's currently driving like Richard Petty right now, so who knows? 28th to 3rd, that's pretty insane. But the 20 also has a fantastic shot at the win. Again, with the road course experience, who knows?
Wait a minute, did you just say 28th to 3rd?
Yes, I did.
Oh my fucking god, he's gonna pull an Atlanta Falcons, he's gonna choke! Oh no! No, Wilson! Wilson, no! Oh no, Wilson, I think you just choked Jeff. I think you just made Jeff. Oh no.
Well,
Bass.
if I choked anybody, it's Bass, because he's falling off right now. The 20 and the 43 are catching up to him, as the 20 and the 43 are side by side.
Wilson, I don't know if Jeffrey's going to win now. He's got the curse of 28 to 3 on his side. Wilson, though, closing in the gap for Baz here as they're about to come around to 4 laps to go here in the Fiji Water Grand Prix. There are definitely people shitting themselves because, hey, why the fuck haven't they wrecked yet? As here comes Jeffrey to the inside of Wilson.
Wow. Well, they have wrecked, actually. Remember the first lap.
Well, I mean, that doesn't matter.
Kind of does.
Jeffrey. Jeffrey! Oh, Jeffrey sends it! What a send! Jeffrey sends it in, gets second place, basically steals it like candy away from Dave Wilson as now he moves into second place right on the ass end of Ezra Bass as they go through the S's here.
28th to 2nd now. Wow.
I don't know, Wilson. I think you have cursed Mr. Jeffrey. You may be the curse master as he tries to close in the gap even more. Bass trying to hang on, coming around to 3 laps to go this time by Anthony Tony Steve III closing in on Joey Strakowski. And there's Dabba Jingle Snatch as well, side by side with Saul Goodman.
Saul Goodman went from 1st to like 7th. That's pretty piss poor performance out of the 67.
Piss poor. I think it's a solid run for Goodman. First season here in ShitCup. I mean, Order 66 Racing doesn't usually have the best cars, but look at this great run here today. Look at this. We got Strakowski running in the top 5. Then you got Goodman.
Oh, and there's cars
right
in the grass
near them.
again.
Might have been Colton Thompson again. Colton Thompson not having a fun time with that grass. Maybe he likes to smoke grass, just like Shea Mendez in this Stoner Mobile. But ladies and gentlemen, shit is about— oh! Jeffrey to the lead!
Jeff takes the lead!
Xander Jeffrey blows right. He's going to blow Ezra Bass as they go into the S's here.
Oh, we've got a battle now, folks. I think Jeffrey's about to clear the 39.
And he does. Xander Jeffrey moves into the lead, and he's going to come to 2 laps to go. He's going to come all right as Ezra Bass settles in to that 2nd position. He's got Wilson all over him. And we thought it would be Ezra Bass's day. He's led every lap up to this point. But Jeffrey's like, nah, that ain't happening. Xander Jeffrey, a couple turns to go. About to take 2 laps to go here.
This has turned out to be a fantastic run to the finish for the 43. He's driving like Richard Petty right now. 28th to 1st.
And he's got a huge Richard Petty size dick lead. 2 laps to go. I don't know if Ezra can close in the gap, but here they go into turn 1. Remember, Xander Jeffrey did the huge send last time, and there's Ezra! Huge send!
Oh, Ezra!
Ezra Bass and Jeffrey side by side. Huge send by Bass.
Bass wants this more than anybody. I don't think he's got a win in this series yet. Jeffrey has, I know that, but...
And he clears Jeffrey to take back the lead. As Jeffrey falls back into 2nd, Wilson closing in on Jeffrey now. And there's Anthony Tony Steve, the 3rd, trying to get into that 4th spot by Joey Strakowski, his former partner, as Bass trying to pull away now. But I think Jeffrey's going to remember that from the previous lap. And he sent it before.
That's his son.
He sent it before Jeffrey has. Is he going to do it this time, coming to the white flag? We're going to have to see as Ezra takes the final turn here. Wilson, though, going to close in the gap, and he is going to be side by side.
We have got ourselves a battle for 2nd now.
As Ezra Bass takes the white flag in the air for Ezra Bass.
The 20 is going to send it on the 43. Is he going to send it? He did not.
Yes, he did.
Yes,
he did send it. He's going to clear Jeffrey. Wilson. Or no, Jeffrey gets the run on the exit.
Oh, wow.
Side by side with these two, as this is the greatest thing that Ezra Bass has ever seen in his life besides sex. As Bass continues to pull away as Wilson moves into the 2nd spot, but does he have enough time, Wilson?
I don't know. There's not much race left, and there's not much track left. So if the 20 is going to have to do anything, he's going to have to do it now.
And he's got about 1 more turn to go to make something happen. Ezra Bass, the bridesmaid of the ShitCup Series, has 1 more turn to go. Wilson's going to have to send it in.
Is he gonna? If only there was a wall for him.
Off the final turn, he tried to pull a Chastain. Wilson did. It's not going to work. Ezra Bass wins the Fiji Water Grand Prix here at Fuji Speedway. And what a return to ShitCup. Unbelievable race here today.
My God, I was having heart palpitations the whole time. That was a fantastic race.
I think you were having hard-ons because of the driver in 2nd, in my opinion.
Okay, maybe. He had a shot, but still.
Uh-huh. But what a run by Ezra Bass as he gets his first win in the series. The people at Low Tier Motorsports absolutely shitting their pants. The Tool colors, the Anima colors, are going to celebrate here tonight. Maynard would be proud. Ezra Bass for Low Tier Motorsports wins the amazing Fiji Water Grand Prix and the return to ShitCup. Ezra Bass is your winner here today. He finishes first next to Dave Wilson. Then you got Xander Jeffrey, Joey Sirkowski, and Anthony Tony Steve III rounding out your top 5. Then you got the returning Bender M, the Felon, Chuck Sneed, Saul Goodman, your pole sitter, Mike Coxlong, the part-timer, and Wyn Nergenton rounding out your top 10.
In 11th, we've got Raf Fazlin finishing a pretty solid day. David Deeg finishes 12th. Shea Mendez in the horrendous mobile in 13th. In 14th is Colton Thompson after going into the grass a couple times. Devlin Tavarius in 15th. Big Man in 16th. Rafa Hen in 17th. Dabba Jingle Snatch in 18th. Stephen Clift in 19th. Recky Spinhouse Jr. in 20th.
Then you got the fan favorite, Biggest Dickus next to your Shit-Tona 500 champion, Young Simba. Then you got AJ Walker, the rookie Gustavo Fring, Knob Shifter, my favorite Noah Patnott, I hope he didn't lose his point lead, Piper Gunharder, Vic Muzzin, Justin Perez, your Season 2 champion, and then Jonathan Denmark rounding out your top 30.
And the last few starters, we got Jacking Off in 31st, Loser Duck the 10th in 32nd, Ramilia Griffin in 33rd. Quite disappointing. 34th, Masturbation. And the last two cars, and our biggest disappointments of the day, Drew P. Wiener and Kumaru Yukihara.
And now, here is your updated ShitCup point standings following today's Fiji Water Grand Prix. And Xander Jeffrey capitalizes on his fantastic run here today, propelling himself up to first in the point standings. Wyn Nergenton moves into second with Anthony Tony Steve III, rounding up your podium positions there with Simba and my favorite Noah Patnott. I can't believe he dropped out of last place, rounding out your top 5. Then you got Raf Fazlin, Ezra Bass, today's winner, Dave Wilson, he's mid, Joey Sirkowski, and Recky Spinhouse Jr., rounding out your top 10.
11th in points is the conspirator, Rafa Hen. Masturbation, 12th in points. Chuck Sneed, 13th, the felon, he should be in prison. 14th is Saul Goodman. 15th, AJ Walker. 16th is Shea Mendez. 17th is Knob Shifter. 18th, David Deeg. Drew P. Wiener, 19th, with a horrendous finish of 35th place. And then in the top 20, rounding out, is Piper Goodenharder.
Then you got the man, the myth, the legend, Bender Ram and Justin Perez. Then you got Dabba Jingle Snatch and the fan favorite Biggest Dickus, Ramilia Griffin, Jacking Off, Colton Thompson, Big Man, today's biggest loser, Kumaru Yukihara, and Vic Muzzin, rounding out your top 30 in the point standings.
And our final 4, last car champions of ShitCup, Jonathan Denmark in 31st. 32nd is Devlin Tavarius. 33rd, Stephen Clift. And rounding out the field is Gustavo Fring.
We will be back in 2 weeks' time for the Shake It Off 500 at Taylor Swift Speedrum. Dave Wilson, how excited are you to be in a ShitCup race where you have to endorse Taylor Swift?
I am wearing a fire suit that says Taylor Swift sucks, so come at me. My address is 308 Negro Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, what he said. Anyways, we'll see you next time. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, take it easy.